example, I've got an amazing conversation for you today from a person who's been through a lot of different things and is a very inspirational, motivational, but just a super genuine guy that I met a little while ago through a mastermind. And this guy's changed a lot of lives. My brother here is, very, very popular and big on social media. And, he's had I think it's over 650 million views collectively, which is just amazing to me. But the biggest thing about this person here is that's just how genuine, down to earth, no bullshit, no fake it till you make it nonsense. So we're going to have a real conversation here today. So I don't know if you're looking for inspiration or just authenticity, but whatever you're looking for, we're going to be delivering that today. So we're going to bring it up. Folks, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate and acknowledge you for taking the time to connect with me every day. And I'm hoping that this show is providing you with some confidence during this time of craziness and that you're taking care of you, your family, and your faith during all this, because that's the only thing that matters here. And, if it's your first time to the show, welcome. So good to have you guys. So a couple quick shout outs. Sean, thank you so much. O'Hagan, who's in here. Chris Herlin, thank you so much. Stacy, thank you so much. And if it's your first time here, you guys, how's she going, in Canada? If you're into real estate investing, grab a free copy of Real Estate Secrets Exposed over at humble.ceo. So my man is in the house today, my brother, Mr. Sean Whalen. And if you don't know a lot about Sean, he's got a powerful, powerful story that, I'm going to let him tell and jump right into here. So without further ado, folks, get ready. Do me a quick solid. Share the stream if you're going to get massive value, which you are, and go tag a lion. Find somebody around you who's not afraid, not wimping out these days. Tag somebody and let's roll. So let's get this going. Sean Whalen, welcome to the show, man. Good to have you.
Man?
Hey, brother.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Yes, thank you for being here. So much appreciate you. Hey, we're going to jump into some stuff. Before I do, I know you got a sense of humor, though, my dude. I'm going to hit you up with a little segment. Come on now. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Free ball on this shit. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Okay, this segment's called Data or Drama. I'm just going to ask you a quick question. You tell me, do you think this is data or drama? Is it true or false? Folks at home, participate with me. So here's the question. The U.S. just saw its worst GDP drop in the first quarter of 2020 since 2008.
Drama. Oh, I mean, it's fact. If it's fact, I haven't checked it, so I don't know if it's fact or not. If it's fact and it's data, it's still drama.
Okay.
It's both.
Dude, you're right. You're just the first person to guess both. Yeah, so according to the information we got here, so it's actually a data. I'm going to give it a data. By the way, I got my whole rig with me, man, so I'll be dropping some stuff here. Coronavirus U.S. Sees the steepest quarterly GDP drop since the Great Recession. So, folks, they're already saying we're already there. So that's why I think it's so important having Sean on today, because Sean's lived through life. There's nothing more significant to me than perspective over life, and until you've lived it, it's hard to sit here on the sidelines and be that armchair quarterback. So, Sean, let's just jump into it, my brother. Would you kind of give us a background, maybe 2008 and before, what kind of journey that led you through? I want to just give you the stage to set the tone for us.
Yeah, man. I mean, I grew up in a single parent home. If people have read my book, I'm not hard to Google. All my shit's online. I grew up in a single parent home. I was a hustler my entire life. I built businesses. Self-made multimillionaire by 25. Mom worked 2 jobs. There's no silver spoon near my mouth. And I was raised the same way everybody else was raised and programmed this way. And this is what success looks like. And I had the wife, I had the house, I had the kids, I had the cars, I had the Rolexes, I had, the life by the balls. And at 31 years old, I decided to burn it all to the ground. I became radically depressed. I left my marriage. I left my business, which I had built from the ground up, doing $25 million a year. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know why I was doing any of this shit. I didn't know why I was playing this game. And I spent a little bit of time trying to figure out why I was even alive. Fuck the money and the business and the shit, but why am I even here? And one night I contemplated killing myself. I put a 9mm in my mouth and praise the Lord, I didn't pull the trigger. I'm sure there's probably some people that are like, well, I kind of wish you would have, but fuck those people. Anyways, woke up the next day and realized that I needed some help. I didn't end my marriage because of infidelity or drugs or anything. It just emotionally went this way and she went this way. And I realized that I didn't have a lot of the answers that I was looking for. And I went on a journey. I hired a coach and have spent the last 8 years, really diving into who I am and what I am and sharing my story. And I found in the midst of all of this, I didn't have, my ex-wife was into Facebook before I was. I was like, this thing's stupid. What the fuck's the point of this? Make a long story short, one night I ended up, after a really tumultuous divorce, I shared part of my story, and I talked about how dark it was and how big of a dick I was and how angry I was. And I shared a lot of vulnerable shit, which 4 years ago, men don't do that nowadays today, let alone 4, 5, 10, 20 years ago. And it ended up going viral. And I went from like 200 friends to almost 40,000 followers in a week and a half. And ever since then, I've realized that 2 things happened in my life, and 2 things became very apparent for me as I started sharing my story. Number one is that I was connected to a lot of people. There were a lot of people that understood me. There was a lot of people that were like me. I felt like I was an island. People talk about nobody knows how bad my divorce was. Nobody knows how bad I hurt and how depressed I am, whatever. And I realized that literally millions and millions and millions of people like vibe with me. There's millions of people that have gone through divorces. There's millions of people that have gone through depression and suicide and bankruptcy and all these other things. And the second thing that I realized is that I felt better. And so in sharing this darkness and sharing this story, it was like scary and vulnerable, but it was like, shit, I felt better. I almost felt like this weight was lifted off of my shoulder. And I consider myself a fairly smart fellow. I was like, okay, well, if this makes me feel better, then I'm just going to keep doing this. And, over the last couple of years, I've shared my own opinions. I've shared my own feelings. I've shared my own story. I've been very, very, very real and raw and vulnerable with who I am online. And we're close to almost 1 billion views of my videos. I've had multiple different videos, multiple different posts go viral to the tune of reaching literally hundreds of millions of people. And so I realized that the ticket to my happiness, I lived this life of success based off of what I had been programmed to believe the rules were. Like, it looks like this, it smells like this, this is what you should be like, how you should be. And I didn't do any of it for me. And it led me to that point. And now I'm in a place where I'm very transparent. My life is open. I talk about money, success, politics, sex, religion, divorce, depression, bankruptcy, all the things that are happening in my life every single day as an entrepreneur, as a father, as a business owner, as a man, as somebody trying to build love. I mean, all of these things. I talk about the things that are relevant and important to me. And a lot of that shit is scary. A lot of that shit is dark. A lot of that shit is vulnerable. And we live in a culture and a society where we don't talk about any of that stuff. And I think that's been the draw for a lot of people into my message, is that it's I get messages every single day, hundreds of them, people saying, dude, you say all the things that I'm thinking, but don't know how to say.
Right.
You say all the things that I feel, but I don't know how to express them. And so I just found over the last couple of years that it's made me really, really, really happy to build a life that I want to live around my rules, doing it the way that I want to do it. Essentially saying, fuck everybody else. I don't care what you do. You can do what you want, but this is my life. And I've built a couple of really phenomenal businesses around it. And yeah, man, it's a pretty interesting time. It's a pretty beautiful time to be alive.
Powerful. So let's dissect this a bit, because it's something that you're saying that really resonates with me, that I know it's the first time about you, is that you're just authentic to who you are. You're not trying to make stuff up. You're not trying to be who you're not. You're not trying to posture or not posture. And it's interesting to me, man, so many people go out to build social media businesses, right? So they go and they do videos and all this kind of stuff. You just were raw one day and you just put yourself out there. Now you got, dude, over 500 million views collectively. So talk to me about how important is it to be authentic and not try to build a business, but more or less kind of be authentic, build your own life, and everything else revolves around that. What kind of advice, or how would you break that down for people who are?
Well, dude, I mean, it's a catchy word now, right? Authenticity, vulnerability. We hear these things and we think that we are, because we shared a dark experience. One time I was depressed, right? And it's like, oh, yay. But it is, man. Like, okay, when you either are or you aren't. You're either honest or you're not. You're either completely fucking full of shit or you're you're honest. And I ask a lot of people this. I travel the world. I speak. I coach. I have almost 700 clients around the world. And one of the things I ask people, I'm like, are you a liar? And most people, no, dude, I'm not a fucking liar. And then I follow that with, well, do you tell the truth? Well, not really. So what is it? If you're not telling the truth, then you're a fucking liar. It's just what it is, right? But nobody wants to hear that they're a liar. Nobody wants to acknowledge that they are. But the truth is, people struggle with shit. We've been programmed since we were little kids to lie about who we really are. If you don't believe me, I mean, just think about this. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're rich, you're poor, you're gay, you're straight, you're black. It doesn't fucking matter. We're all raised the same way. When we're born, you didn't pick your name. You didn't pick the language that you speak. You've been programmed since you were a little child. And you think about school, right? Sit down, slow down, Don't say anything that's going to offend anybody else in class. If you need to go to the bathroom, ask for permission, raise your hand, right?
Yep.
And if you're like me and you're a little fucking shithead, you got in trouble, like you go to the principal's office and they're like, we're going to call your parents. I'm like, no, don't call my parents. I'm going to get in so much trouble.
Yep.
So I get in trouble at school and then I get in trouble at home. And ever since I was a little kid, like I've been, as a father, your kids ask you, why dad, why dad, why dad? And what do we say? Well, just because. It's just because.
Yeah.
I'm the grown up, you just be a kid. And
that's right.
We were all raised this way.
Yep.
And I found myself growing up and getting older and having kids and when I would ask why, or I'd want to know, it was the same thing. People were like, well, I don't know, just don't worry about it, man. It's all good. Just keep doing your shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people are in that exact same spot. We've literally been programmed to lie, right? Mm-hmm. Don't say anything. We don't talk about sex, money, politics, religion, divorce, depression, suicide. Yet every person listening to this is experiencing 1, 2, 5, all of those things in their daily life. Mm-hmm. So what do we talk about? What do we share? My happy family picture from Disneyland and all the right filters and all the right lighting. Oh shit. Did you hear Bob Johnson, our neighbor down the street, killed himself? Well, shit, I saw Bob and he looks great on social media and everything looks fine.
Yep.
Nobody knows that he wanted to kill himself and was radically depressed because he can't talk about these things because it's not socially acceptable. So
are we living a kind of superficial life? I remember you, dude, when you were on.
Yeah, dude, social media is fucking superficial.
Yeah.
I literally know people that you go to their Instagram and it's happy, fluffy, rosy pictures, and they're fucking suicidal. Like I personally know people that are in a really fucking dark, depressed place, but they can't stop the addiction to showing the world that all is well. Mm-hmm. And they wonder why they keep getting fucking terrible results. They wonder why their life is total shit because you're fucking lying. You're completely full of shit. And yeah, it's completely superficial. Our whole fucking world has been built around this.
So like, let's talk about this because this is an important topic here. I think there's so much oppression in the world, and I come from a place of real oppression, communism. My family, my dad made a decision one day and said, you know what? I'm not going to accept this from my children or myself. I'm running. And he ran across the border. And that's what happened. And he brought us to this country of Canada. We get here, oldest of 9 children. We don't have a pot to piss in. He doesn't speak English, but he says, thank God that I'm here today because I can actually do something. I have freedom of choice and freedom of religion. And I remember when you were in this room and we were at an event here on Mastermind, I remember you standing up and there was like 200 dudes in this room and everybody's, proper, whatever. And you're just like, you broke dudes down in like 20 minutes. I saw you do this. And it was like, What do you want? Oh, I want to have more money. Why don't you have any more money? Well, because of this. That's bullshit. That's stupid. That's dumb. Where do people go wrong in your opinion, man? Like in this whole mindset, are we living in our own oppression or where do we start living this cushy existence and we never get to the root of what's going on?
Oh, I mean, you got a lot of big words in there.
Sorry, man.
I mean, there's nothing really cushy about life. Like this life will fucking eat you alive. Period. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like it's trying to kill me. Life is trying to kill us. Nature is trying to kill us, right? Like it's just what it is. It's how this entire world exists, right? At the end of the day, man, like the thing that people don't realize, and this is a lot of what I teach with Lions Not Sheep and stuff is you're going to die, right? We all know this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. No shit, Sean. We all know that. But like really think about this for 2 seconds. I've had in the last couple of years, I like the vision and I go inside my mind, which very few people do. Like they're like, we spend money on all of this other crazy shit, but yet we spend no money on our mind. Yeah. And I've been going into these spaces where like I visualize my death. I visualized my death multiple times, many times, all the time. And stop and think about that for a second. What I'm terrified of is first and foremost something happening to one of my children. But even bigger than that is I've seen myself on my deathbed, right? And the chances of me ever making it to my deathbed are like slim to none. I'm going to blow myself up. I'm going to drive my race truck off a cliff. I'm going to do something fucking wild and crazy. My parachute won't open. I'll probably end up like dying like that. But like I visualized myself on my deathbed, realizing that like no matter how much money I've stacked, no matter how much cash I have, at that point in the game, I have no options. Like I can't go back and make love to my woman. I can't go back and race that race with my boy. I can't go back and toss the football in the yard. I can't go back and take that vacation. I could have $1 trillion fucking dollars. At that stage in the game, you have no options. It doesn't fucking matter. And what people fail to realize is we think that we have all of this infinite time. I'm going to work until I'm 65 and then I'll retire and then I'll have fun. Motherfucker, you might be dead in a week. And so really like through these experiences that I've had, I wake up every morning realizing like, if this was the last podcast I ever did, what am I going to say? Yeah. If this is the last hug I give this person, what am I doing? If this is the last conversation that I'm having with my children, like, do they even know me? Do my kids even know the fuck I am? Because dads are working 10, 12, 15-hour days. They barely see their kids, and yet somehow they think they're going to raise these kids to be, entrepreneurs and thought thinkers and go out and build their own dreams and reality. Meanwhile, motherfuckers are living like nightmares.
Yeah.
And so for me, when you talk about this authentic shit and being oppressed, nobody's fucking oppressed. The problem is we're trying to fit into a broken system. You get on fucking social media and 95% of the shit you see is bullshit.
It's all fake.
I think that's why people relate to me is they're like, fuck, man, this dude's telling us everything. He's telling us that he has thoughts of depression all the time. And he thoughts about these things. Oh, Sean, you should just go get medicine. No, motherfucker, you should just tell the truth.
Yeah.
Because the reality is we all have dark days. We all have light days. And I've found for me, I want to get to this place in the game where I'm ready to check out. And I'm like, I'm good, bro. I just sit back, I'm chilling with my kids. Like, I don't need to give them a bunch of fucking money and an inheritance because I've raised the 3 kids that I have to be entrepreneurs, to be thought leaders, to go out and build their own fucking dreams. It's this crazy, insane dichotomy where, like, as a father, like, I'm working a 10, 15 hour a day job that I fucking hate, yet I'm trying to inspire my children to go live their dreams. Yeah. Your parents said the same thing to you. Go live your dreams. Kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be an astronaut. That's great, but you're going to go to college and you're going to work for the family business at the pharmacy, or you're going to be a mechanic. Sure. And so you stop and think about it for a second. Like, I could tell my kids how to be good kids, how to be chivalrous, how to be beautiful, how to live life. Meanwhile, their dad fucking hates his own. And I just made a choice. I made a decision a couple of years ago where I'm like, no, fuck that, dude. I'm going to go live my dreams. I'm going to literally build my dreams. I'm going to build. Why can't I be a millionaire? Why can't I be this? Why can't I be ripped as shit? Why can't I go race these races? Why can't I do any of these things? And there's no reason not to. There's no reason for any of it. It's just simply me. And so for me as an individual, when you talk oppression, the only reason you're oppressed is because you're fucking keeping yourself oppressed. Yeah, the only reason you're fat is because you've chosen to be fat. The only reason you're fucking broke is because you've chosen to be broke. Period. Well, Sean, you don't know my story. Fuck your story. Your story doesn't fucking matter. I've told all the stories. Both of my parents are fat. My entire fucking life, I thought six-pack was for the other dudes and the dudes who spent 6 or 7 hours in the gym. I'm 41 years old and I'm fucking shredded. I rewrote the story, right? I went through making millions of dollars, going through a bankruptcy, being depressed, moving out of a 10,000 square foot house into a 2-bedroom apartment. Dude, no one's ever going to believe me again. No one's going to, it's all story. Like, no, motherfucker, go build your dreams. And I'm building my dreams. I'm literally living my dream every fucking day. I'm literally dreaming shit up and then building it. There's no such thing as oppression unless you want to be oppressed.
Make sure to subscribe to Ben on YouTube so you can stay up to date on everything Humble, featuring daily episodes of the Humble Podcast and weekly video content providing motivation, real estate strategies, and personal development for everyday life. Also, follow Ben on Facebook and Instagram for daily interactions. Check out humble.ceo and download a chapter of Ben's new book, From Communism to Capitalism, absolutely free.
Dude, I love it. Some people say, but Sean, you got confidence, bro. You have confidence. I don't have that kind of confidence. I can't live that life. And I have this firm belief that confidence comes after decision. You have to decide first that you want to win. You have to decide first you don't want to be broke. And if it has to hurt you before you decide, if you got to feel it, if you got to get into a little corner in a box and then you finally take it seriously, but you got to make a decision before confidence. What about those people, man, that adopted somebody else's limiting beliefs and said, well, my daddy lived this way, my granddaddy lived this way, so I'm going to live this way. So, you know what? We can't have money. We can't have this. We can't. That's not for us. Like, I don't accept that. And I'm sure you don't accept that, but talk us through that when you meet people like that. What are they supposed to do, man? Are they supposed to fight their limiting beliefs, or what are they supposed to do?
There's all of these words, terms, limiting beliefs, also shit. Like, think about this for a second, man. Like, there's no one, really think about this. Okay. Let me paint a situation, paint a picture. Let's just assume that you're watching this and you hate your job.
Okay.
You hate your fucking job. Who made you go to that job today? No, don't give me the story and the excuses like, well, I got bills. Motherfucker, I got bills. AT&T didn't call me and give me a phone. They don't fucking keep the lights on. They don't fill my cars up with gas. I don't get fucking free coffee and shit. I pay for my water bottles. I got kids. I got insurance and gas and lights and payments. I got shit just like everybody else. So, Sean, I have to pay my bills. So do I, motherfucker. So does everybody else.
Yep.
So really think for a second. Who made you go to the job today that you hate?
Yeah, only you. Only you.
Like, really think about this.
Yeah.
Who made you eat the shit? No one. No one. No one put that food in your mouth. You chose it. No one made you get up and go to that shitty job. No one made you. And you can't use like the excuses don't fly in this situation. But I have responsibility. So do I, and I'm living my dream. And I don't have rich parents. I don't have a fucking silver spoon. So what's the difference between me and you? What's the difference? Really think about that for 2 seconds. What's the difference between you and somebody else that you know living their dreams? What's the difference between you and somebody else who was busted ass broke, who went out and like made something for themselves and now they're fucking rich? What's the difference? See, this is why people think somehow, some way there's this magic ticket and there's this magic thing and whatever. Why do you think it is that most millionaires who win the lottery go broke? Because they don't know how to anything about money. They got a broke mentality. And if you're fucking going to a job that you hate, you got a fucking busted ass mentality. If you truly think that life is happening to you, you got a broken mentality. And so you got two choices. Live the definition of insanity, which is doing the same shit over and over and over again, going and hanging out with the same assholes, doing the same shit, reading the same stuff, or not reading anything, watching the reruns of all the shows, or you try something different. And this is what I did. I built the business. I did the deal. I went through my divorce. I went through my bankruptcy. I was like literally at rock bottom. And I was like, all right, like, I don't want to go through this again. What do I want to do? So instead of building a business and then trying to fit a life inside of it, I'm like, no, dude, like, what kind of life do I want to live? Like, I asked myself this question. People think, oh, dude, so why do you think it is that Conor Macgregor is so successful? Go look at what he talks about on YouTube about like visualization and literally visualizing over and over and over and over again. See, we plant shitty shit in our brain. We plant dumb shit in our brain. We surround ourselves with stupid people that talk about stupid shit. And we wonder why our results are stupid. You know what I'm saying? You plant good seeds in here. You plant like seeds that want to grow, that want to expand, and you water that shit every day. People think like, well, Sean, you talk about watching these motivational videos every morning. Every fucking morning that I wake up, I go to YouTube and I watch motivational videos. While I'm brushing my teeth, I'll hold my phone while I'm freaking taking a piss. Why? Because the first thing that I want to do in my morning is put motivational shit, powerful words, powerful music, powerful shit in my brain. Because guess what? This fucking world's trying to kill me. This world's trying to take from me, right?
That's right.
And so if I'm not building myself up, don't be surprised why you keep getting run over. And so like this idea, like, well, Sean, I got limiting beliefs and my mom was broken, my dad was broken, my family's broken. And what the fuck does that have to do with you?
Right.
Nothing. It's just a choice.
Dude, it is a choice. So let me ask you this, Sean. I want to kind of keep going on this, dude, because I think you're stirring the pot for some people sitting at home. People are like, where is this freaking guy? Where did he come from? This isn't Canadian language. What do you mean he has a gun? This is ridiculous.
I got lots of guns.
Okay, what up? This is something I get a lot, man, because for me, I'm just an overall positive guy. Everybody's got their own personality, but I don't think your personality is one of the indicators that equals your success. That's just your personality. That's you. You're positive. You're aggressive. You're happy. Whatever you are, that's just you. But people say, well, all this motivation, Sean, is rah, dude. I don't need the motivation. Give me the nuts and bolts, Sean. Just give me the nuts and bolts and I'll do it. My experience with people is that they will never act on the nuts and bolts. I could give them a million things to be a successful real estate investor. They're not going to do it because they don't even believe it's possible. They don't believe in themselves, and they're so scared to try.
No, bullshit. It ain't that.
So hit me.
It's not because you don't believe in yourself.
Tell me.
It's not because whatever. Let me. I'll paint another.
Paint me. Dude,
If
dude.
you can't draw shit out for me on a whiteboard, it doesn't need to talk about, right?
Okay.
Like straight up, like from politics to money to business. If you can't write that shit out for me on a whiteboard, it's too complicated. Okay. 2-3 years ago, I'm in Boston. Every year I go to New York or Boston. I catch a Yankees Red Sox game. It's what I've done since I'm a little kid. Family's from New York City. I was born and raised a Yankees fan. Okay. I'm sitting there before the game and I'm watching the Yankees and the Red Sox warm up. There's literally $1 billion worth of baseball players on this field. You got Jeter, you got freaking Big Papi, all out there on this fucking field. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn. That's a lot of that's like the best baseball players in the world showing on this field. And what's fascinating is I'm watching them warm up. Now I played baseball all growing up. I played baseball in high school. You know what they were doing? They were doing the same shit that I was doing when I was in high school. They started throwing short toss, and then they went long toss, and then they went longer toss. Coach had a fungo bat. He's hitting ground balls. Warming up, you're getting stretched out by the trainer. You're starting slow down the foul pole line. And you're starting faster and you're getting warmed up. And I'm sitting there going, holy shit. Derek Jeter doesn't have some magic fucking contraption Big Papi doesn't have some magical bat that makes him hit dingers all the time. You want to know what those dudes do? I want to know what they've done. They've mastered the fucking basics. While everybody listening to this is like, give me the magic pill, Sean, and I'll go do it. Give me the magic pill and I'll go do it. Why do you think it is that infomercials are so big? Why do you think it is that everybody's looking for a fad diet? There ain't anything called a fad diet. It's bullshit. Eat good shit, lift heavy weights, and you'll get fucking ripped. Period. End of story. Eat healthy food, stop putting shit in your body, and lift heavy weights. Period. End of story. That's how you get ripped. Go find somebody who's ripped, and I guarantee you that's exactly what they do. You want to know why the best are the best? Because they've mastered the fucking basics. If you're broke right now, $50 would mean a lot to you. Cool. Here's what I want you to do. You want step by step? I'll fucking give you guys some nuggets.
Come on.
Go into your attic, go into your basement, go into your garage. You see all that shit laying around, those clothes that you haven't worn for years, those shoes that are collecting dust. You see those little pieces of equipment that are broken, that ain't doing nothing in your garage, all that shit laying around that you haven't used or whatever, those boxes in the basement and stuff you're not using. Go to Facebook Marketplace and list that shit for sale. If you got no money, 50 bones is a big deal. Guess what? You just made $50. Yeah, but Sean, how do I buy a Lamborghini?
That's my favorite shirt, Sean.
You do that every day, over and over and over again, and you turn 50 to 100 and 100 to 2 and 2 to 4 and 4 to 5. That's how you do the shit. But this is my point. Like people don't. It's not limiting beliefs. It's action.
You're just not doing it.
You don't want to be a fat fucker. Stop eating shit. Get off the couch and go lift something.
True.
Period. But Sean, you don't know. I got a busted thing, and I got a college thing, and my legs hurt, and fuck off, man. I got every freaking ailment you could have. I've had both my knees blown out. I've had both my knees replaced. I had spine surgery 16 months ago, and I'm fucking shredded. I'm 41 years old. I got arthritis. I got every fucking excuse under the sun, man. My body hurts. The difference is that I realize, like, in order for me to accomplish certain things, I have to be willing to do small things every single day. And this is where people fail, is they look at the big picture. They want the big thing, the whole thing. This is why every December it's common, right? What happens every December?
The gym, bro. The gym.
Everybody, dude, 2018 wasn't my year, man. 2020, 2019, 2020. It's
missed
gonna be
one.
my year. Yep. Everybody posts the same dumb bullshit.
Yeah.
Every year. Right? I watched this cat last year. He posted a picture of a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I'm gonna buy this car next year.
Was
I'm
it
like,
me?
Dope, dude.
Okay.
How you gonna do it? I'm a hustle. I'm a grind. I was like, cool, man. I literally spent 10 seconds on his Facebook page. Every other video is like Gary V, hustle, grind, hustle, grind, hustle, grind. I'm like, well, looks like you're already trying to hustle and grind. I'm like, so how exactly are you gonna buy this car? I want to know. You want to know his response to me was? Why do you have to be a dick, dude? I just asked him how he was going to buy it. You want to know why he thought I was being a dick? Because he didn't have a plan. So let me tell you how the dude who doesn't have the car will get the car. Let me tell you right now how if you're broke, in 6 months from now, you cannot be broke. Let me tell you how if you're a fat piece of shit laying around not doing anything, blaming the McDonald's because you're fat. Let me tell you how you can get in shape in 6 months. The dude that'll get the Lamborghini will say, okay, it's 300 G's. It's December. I want to buy it in July. I got 7 months to do it. That means I need to make 300 G's in 7 months. Okay, cool. I'm gonna write this shit down. 300 G's means I need to make this much per quarter, this much per month, this much per week, this much per day. Now let's just assume that it's $1,000, right? The dude who's gonna end up with the Lamborghini, all he works for every day is $1,000. He doesn't think about three. He doesn't think about the big thing. He literally just does the work to make $1,000 every day. The dude who gets the six pack, who's not fat in 6 months, just gets off the couch, goes to the gym, does his walk, eats his food, and that's it. He ain't focused on some mystical, magical shit. Like, this is the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. This is why people stay stuck, and why they stay broke, and why they stay fat. Because they're like, oh God, so-and-so bought this thing, and it's a magic pill. I don't want the magic pill. Here's $1,000 for my contraption that comes to my house in the middle of the night that I never fucking use. It collects dust.
Yep. We're all looking for
right now. You go do that, and you will win. You go to your garage, you go to your neighbor's garage, you go to other people's garage, and you say, yo, do you have anything in here you're not using right now? You go, I'll get rid of it for free. You back your car up, you back your truck up, you put that shit in there, you fucking sell it. You get $5, you get $10 here, you get $20 there, whatever. Before you know it, you're not broke. And then success breeds success. Success leaves clues. Those dudes are on that baseball field making $50 million a year because they have hit pitch, after pitch after pitch
over
after
and over.
pitch. And when we quit, when we stopped, they kept going. And that's the difference. That is literally the difference between, and I've done this not only with my businesses, but I've done this with my body. The reason that I have a six-pack today at 41 years old is not because I bought some super contraption. It's not because I hired some super ass coach or I stuck a needle in my ass or anything like that. I figured out my plan and I just did the simple shit every day. But where we go wrong is we don't want the simple shit.
Yeah.
Just give me the easy shit.
Yeah. Give me the ab roller. Give me the new thing where you do this all day, and it hardens your core. And so two things that I read, Sean, that really helped push me to the next level. I'll be honest. I'll tell you. 2 books. The Slight Edge. I read that book and I said, you know what? The only thing I got from that book was this simple. The reason why we don't do the small things today because it's just as easy to push it till tomorrow. That's all I got from that book. That one little thing. And then I told you before the call, we were talking, I got on my motorcycle. I drove down the block. I had your book in my hand. The first time I had your book, and I sat down and I read this thing in an hour and a half. And I realized, I was like, dude, the only thing this book is telling me is there's 4 things I got to do every day. The core 4, right? Mind, body, spirit, relationships. In your business. If you're not working on those things every day, and for me, I look at it like bookends. I get up and then I go to bed. Somewhere in between that, I need to hit those 4 things. If I do that, tomorrow will be a better day. And when I read that, I went home and I felt convicted. Be honest with you, I felt stupid because I'm like, dude, I'm working out. I'm doing 5 days a week. I'm doing 6 days a week. I'm doing all this stuff. What I wasn't doing was 7 days a week. And when you said, like, I'm reading your pages and you're saying, dude, you have to work out every day. Do not take a day off. You don't need a day off. You don't want a day off. I did that, and then I was like, forget this. I'm doing 75 hard too. I jumped on both back to back, and I just finished 75 hard, last week. So would you keep going with this thought? Because now we talked about body and your business, but it's the daily consistent action. That's what I've noticed in my life has made a huge difference. And it's the compounding result. People look, dude, you look so much better. What was the secret? I just went to the gym every day. It's that simple, right? Dude, your business looks good. What did you do? I just went to the office every day. Even during COVID, my ass is coming to the office. I ain't sitting at home thinking, I'll get there next week. Would you keep going on this thought? Because I love you to dive in. And by the way, guys, the book is called How to Make Shit Happen. What was it? 400,000 copies already out.
Yeah.
I bought 30, 40 copies. I'm giving them out like candy. I'm the guy driving around with the ice cream truck giving out your books, by the way, because my mastermind group's got it. Everybody's got it because it was so impactful and it's simple, but it's to the point. So just walk us through this if you don't mind.
What people don't understand, I'll use 75 hard as an example because that's what truly changed my life last year. I had spine surgery in December of 2018. Mm-hmm. January of 2019, I'm in a dark spot. My body's fucked. I'm going through, a change in my relationship, and I was in a dark place. And the reason 75 hard was so powerful for me, and the reason that I talk about these daily actions is because as you got to do your outdoor workout, your 45-minute workout, right?
That's right.
You got to work out twice a day.
Sure.
Which, I go to the gym for an hour in the morning. I lift my weights and my whole thing. And there were many, many, many nights where it was 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. I'm done. I'm playing with my kids. I've been working all day. I take my kids out on date night. I'm rolling up to my house. I'm getting home and I'm like, dude, I'm fucking smoked, dude. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And every story that I had told myself for 40 years prior, like, look, man, your body needs rest. Your body needs rest.
Yep.
Okay, I get that. I'll just go harder tomorrow.
Yep.
I'll do double tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You're sore. If you go too hard, you might get hurt. I've said this, just like everybody listening to this says this all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And prior to 75 hard, I bought into it. I would go to bed and I'd say, I'm going to go harder tomorrow. Well, then tomorrow came and the world tried to kill me again. And the kids had a problem. And you got poopy pants and you got this and you got that and you got a thing. And next thing you know, it's 11 o'clock at night again. Fuck, I didn't do it. Gosh damn it. I'm so frustrated with myself. Tomorrow's the day for sure. Mm-hmm. For sure tomorrow. And guess what? It never comes.
Yep.
And I can tell you, like, I did most of my workouts, most of my 45-minute workouts that I did at night, walking around my neighborhood for 45 minutes. Like, I was half asleep, man. There were times where I was so fucking exhausted. I'd put my shoes on, I'd get my gear on, I'd sit down on my couch for 2 seconds just to take a breather, and fall asleep. Yep. And an hour later, I'd wake up and it's 1 a.m. and I'm like, fuck.
Yep.
And I would literally get my tired ass up and I'd walk out my door, and it wasn't the intensity and it was just the fact that I got up and I walked for 45 minutes and I did what I said I would do. I did what I committed to. I didn't half-ass it. I didn't cut corners. I didn't do anything. I just did this shit I committed to do. And those 75 days changed my life. They reprogrammed my brain. And this is my buddy's company, my buddy Andy. I got nothing to do with First Form. I got nothing to do with 75 Hard. I'm a participant in it. I don't own it. I don't have rights to it. I don't make $1. I don't make a dime. But I will tell you that 75 Hard will change your life. If you're stuck in a place of addiction to stories, if you're addicted to substances, if you're addicted to bullshit, if you're addicted to something, if you're busted, if you're broke, if you're fat, if you do 75 Hard and you really do it, you don't half-ass it. You don't drink 3/4 of a gallon, but you drink the whole fucking gallon. It will change your life. Because at the end of the day, man, we've been programmed to be lazy. Yeah. Our parents enable us to be lazy. Our culture enables us to be lazy, right? We give people fucking welfare. You want to be a lazy piece of shit? That's fine. The government will pay for your shit. Like, all around us is lazy. It's easy. Shit, you can drive down the street for $1 and get a fucking meal. You don't have to hunt anymore. You don't have to go up in the mountains and kill your shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to look anybody in their eyes. You can just be an asshole online and fucking text being a dick. Because you know damn well if you're standing in front of me, you wouldn't say any of those words. So we've literally enabled laziness in our culture. And it was those moments during 75 Hard that I was like, fuck, dude. Like, I am a lazy piece of shit. I tell more lies and more excuses to myself than to anybody else. And all of those times where I was like, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll double up. Eventually it becomes not, you throw in the towel, you're like, well, dude, I'm so far behind. Fuck it. Yeah. I'm going to make the commitment to get in shape in 2020. How many people said this, right?
Do it next week.
How many people said it? Everybody said it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, then this scam-demic rolls along. And this fake-ass fucking virus rolls along. And all the gyms close and everybody's like, oh, fuck it, I'm done. I'm out. I'll catch it in 2021.
Yep.
Oh, bitch, you're either committed or you're not.
Yep.
That's it. Yep. Straight up. You either get your ass up and you do the walk or you don't. If you want change in your life, you have to do hard shit you don't want to do. Yep. The problem is your brain, this is the greatest supercomputer on the planet, right? Here's why. I can push a couple buttons and wipe this shit out. I can start completely over. I can't hear, man, but I'm putting data in here all day long, from billboards to ads to things to TV to pictures to people, to bullshit to drama. All day long, my brain is being inundated with shit. And there's only one person responsible for that, me. Yeah. So I have two choices. Do things that separate me from other people. Do things that get me where I want to go. Or just fall in line with everybody else. It was those nights, I will tell you specifically, it was those nights, because the workouts during the day aren't hard. Drinking a gallon ain't hard. Reading 10 pages from a book ain't hard. Taking a picture ain't hard. Not drinking alcohol ain't hard. Those are all the rules of 75 Hard. Yep. It was those nights where I was dog tired, knowing that I had a busy day tomorrow. It was those nights that I didn't want to do it, that I made every excuse under the sun. And trust me, I made a lot of excuses. I made a lot of excuses my whole life. I didn't want to do it. It was those nights that changed my world, because I reprogrammed and I realized I can do these things. That's right. Yeah. And the result is, not only am I in ridiculous shape for my age, for all my ailments, my business is on fire. I'm more connected than I've ever been to my kids, ever in my entire fucking life. I'm doing the shit I want to do. I'm building the life I want to build. So at the end of the day, success leaves clues. If you want to be successful, follow the fucking clues. It's a decision, and something that I started. So I'm doing the same program, right? We're on this thing, and we're up in Canada. I don't know where exactly you're at in the country, but you're like, Utah. Okay, Utah. So, dude, it's like November, right? I'm out here. It's snowing. It's midnight. My ass is a walking zombie. I'll be honest with you, several times. I'm out there. It's, and it's cold at night over here. So I'm walking around. I got scarf around my eyes. My eyes are facing down. I'm half my eyes are closed, and I'm just walking, looking like a zombie down the road. But I say, you know what? I got to do it. And every time I get home from this thing and I go to lay down, I'm like, thank God. Yep, I become so much more thankful, because in that time of isolation, it's been the most clarity I've ever had is during those walks. Or when I get home at night, it's 11 o'clock, and I got my fitness coach is like, dude, get that workout in, boom. Make sure you hit some extra weight tonight. Hit as much as you can. And I'm like, dude, but I'm tired. He's like, yeah, I know. That's why you got to do it. See, in those moments of isolation, I think that's when it truly matters. That's when you really understand yourself. Can you really push yourself? Are you wanting to? Do you even want this or not? Do you have that level of conviction where you're truly running or you're not? So I think that's when gratitude really comes in. God, I'm so thankful that I've got these two legs. And if you want to take it up a notch, brother, so 75hard.com, by the way, for those of you guys that are at home,
You want to take it up a notch? Go listen to David Goggins When You're Doing Your Walk, and you'll feel like even a bigger chump. When this dude's running on broken legs, in his training for Navy SEALs, and then you realize that there's other humans out there that we think are superhuman. They're just working harder, man. They're just putting it in. I mean,
dude, look, man, I've got a life like everybody else. I've got bills and things and business and employees and stresses and frustrations and fears and anxiety like everybody else, man. It's a choice, man.
Yeah.
It's a choice. And it took me as long as I did in life to get to the place where I get it now. I understand it now. You know what I mean? I live my life as a victim. I blamed everybody when the market crashed. I blamed the market when this happened. I blamed that. Look, here's a real good example, especially because this is real happening now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that missed a paycheck or two when all these businesses closed down, right? Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden they're broke. I'm broke. If you missed one paycheck and you claim poverty and you went broke, you got way bigger fucking problems.
Yeah.
You were broke a long time ago.
That's right.
The difference now is you just got exposed. The tide rolled out.
You're butt naked.
Saw you wearing any pants.
You're butt naked.
Okay? No judgment here. I don't give a shit either way. The real question I have for you, friend, watching this is now what are you going to do? Mm-hmm. And so one of my favorite quotes is like, when the pain of the current reality becomes greater than the fear of change, that's when people change. So when the pain of right now, like this is why people say, Sean, I'm ready. I'm like, cool, go do this. Well, shit, that's kind of hard. Do you have anything easier? I'm like, bitch, you're not ready. Stop yapping and go fucking do.
Yeah.
If you're broke, I just literally gave you the blueprint of how to make money. How many people are you going to go do it?
That's the question.
I would love to see it. Tag me. Post your results on Facebook and tag me in it. I'd love to share it. I'd love to blow your shit up. I'd love to tell your story. But most of you watching this right now who are broke, they're going, fuck you, dude. Who the fuck do you think you are? Delete, click, block. That's exactly what you're going to do, which is why you're going to stay broke.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Real talk. This the only way.
A high five and an ass pat, call your mom.
Yeah.
If you want truth and you want to really change your fucking life, replay this podcast a couple of times.
I love it. Hey, it's Ben Humble. Thanks for checking out the show. If you like what my guest is talking about and you're getting massive value from it, then scroll to the bottom, open up the description, and follow them on social media. Support them, connect with them. Just scroll down there, click the link, and let's roll. Stay humble. I love it. Something that was on your IG, and we'll wrap up with this. You said adversity causes some men to break. I read this literally on your Facebook or somewhere today, right? Why others break records. And I'm like, dude, right there. That's what it is. That's what it is right there. And I think for me, dude, and you might disagree here, but for me, I think people are too comfortable. God has blessed you immensely. If you're in the United States or in Canada, you have so much and you can't even fathom what it's like to be in a communist country where you take this pandemic thing times 10 and you kind of got to get an idea, right? You know, no freedom of religion, no freedom of speech, no television, bread lines. They shut the hydro off at 9 o'clock. Welcome to Romania, 1989. Oh, by the way, military patrol everywhere. Okay. Oh, and you can't possess guns. Let's keep going, right? So I just think we're so incredibly blessed. And we look at always the glass half empty stuff. And it's like when adversity comes, you got a choice, faith or fear. Do you have any advice for people, brother, on that faith or fear thing?
Yeah.
Please. Thanks.
Let me speak to something that you just said, because I don't give a shit where you live. I don't care if you're on the moon watching this. I don't care if you live in the deepest jungles, if you live in Canada, you live in America, you live in Russia. I don't care where you fucking live. If you're watching this, if you're fucking watching this, you won the lottery. Like, you won the fucking lottery. You understand that, right, friend? Like, you woke up today. You woke up. Forget all the bullshit. Forget about where you live or what you got access to or whether they turn the fucking hydro on or off, whatever. If you woke up today, you won the fucking lottery. There are people, men, women, that didn't wake up today. Not because they blew their brains out, not because they OD'd, not because there are men and women who just didn't fucking wake up.
Yeah.
They had a plan today. They were going to say those words. They were going to do that deal. They were going to hug their kid. They were gonna. Bam, lights are off, game's over. So let me paint a real picture for you, friend. Like, if you're down, if you're depressed, if you feel sorry for yourself, if you're broke, if you're busted, you want to call me an asshole, I don't really give a shit. The truth of the matter is, every fucking second that your eyes are working, your heart's beating, your brain is fucking working, you won the goddamn lottery, man. You want to find a place of gratitude? Where do I start? How do I start? Literally, wherever you are, look up at the fucking sky right now and be like, holy shit, he's right, I'm alive. Because there's a dude driving through an intersection someplace right now who's about to get T-boned and his life's going to be over. Who would give anything to live another day. A lot of people are all butt sore about this and political and the virus and stay home and stay at home hashtag and all your other fucking bullshit. Republican, Democrat, you got a fucking weirdo leading your country up there. You got people all over the place. Who the fuck knows?
I don't know.
You woke up, man. Like you're alive. Break everything else down. Take all your trash, all your garbage, all your bullshit, all your stories and put them aside for a second. You're alive. Oh, but Sean, I'm disabled. Everybody's got a problem, bro. Everybody's got ailments. I get sore every fucking day. My body hurts every fucking day. Shit happens every day. But guess what? I woke up, my eyes working every single morning. I don't care where on the planet I am. I walk outside, I look at the sky, and I give thanks to God for another day. That's my starting point. Yesterday's dead. You can't do anything about it. No money in the world will change yesterday. And no money in the world is going to change tomorrow because guess what? You think it's all about money. Oh, if I just had money, my life would be better. Really? If I gave you $1 billion and I said change yesterday, guess what? You can't. Change tomorrow. Well, Sean, that sucks. You're dead by dinner. It ain't about money. It's about literally being present and saying, holy shit, I'm alive. I got a choice right now. I can either get up, I can go to my garage and I can do this shit and I can start putting some coins in the coffer. I can get up, I can take all that garbage and throw it fucking away from my fridge. I can get my fat ass up and go walk around the block, which I haven't done in 6 years. That's a big deal, bro. You do that again and again and again and again, and guess what? Now you have big results. But I want people to realize, like in life, and this is something that's super important to me, is like every second that you have life is a blessing. It ain't about where you live. There's people that like literally are risking their lives to come to your country and to my country. There are people that literally risk their fucking life and get in a busted ass, gnarly ass boat, try and sail their ass over here. Yep. Right? Like we are blessed beyond measure just to be alive. Start there.
Dude, powerful. It's honest, folks. Listen, you wanted the raw and the real, and that's what it is. There's no other way to give it to you, because whether it's the pandemic or anything else going on in your life, folks, it's time some of us just need to grow up. We just need to look at the situation and say, hey, I'm either doing what's the right thing or I'm not. And if you're not, make a change. I think make a change. Sean, I've been very inspired by you here, my brother, today. I'm so thankful to know you, and, you know, myself and 500 million other people really appreciate all this stuff you put out there and, you know, watching your content, because, you know, whatever word you want to use to describe it, it's just truth. That's it. I believe in living in truth, and regardless if you like it or not, truth will always be truth. Whatever your belief system is, there's still just one truth, and you either honor that or you don't honor that, you know, and that's just amazing. So, Sean, I put something together for you as we wrap up, and I'm just so thankful. By the way, where's the best place folks can follow? I know you're huge on every platform. Is there one or another you prefer to push right now?
You just go to SeanWhalen.com. Go to my website, SeanWhalen.com. You can find me there. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. But yeah, head to Sean Whalen. My book's there, coaching's there, everything that I've got going on in my world's there.
I love it. And as we wrap up, man, I wanted to do something special. I've been playing music my whole life, and, you know, I've kind of grown up in the church doing all that stuff. So, I've been kind of following the movement, you know, lions, not sheep for a while. So I put together a little anthem, my dude. So if you're cool, I'm actually going to sing it for you live on air right now. And just hang on, man, because I'm going to put this track. So hang on when we're done. I'm going to get you set up with this thing. So, folks, appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for connecting with us, and I'm hoping to provide you this kind of inspiration. I'm hoping that you take something from this. Whatever you take, my friend, whatever you take from here, just do something productive with it. No more excuses, no more bullshit. So God bless you guys. Have a great night. Sean, thank you, my man.
Make sure to subscribe to Ben on YouTube so you can stay up to date on everything Humble, featuring daily episodes of the Humble Podcast and weekly video content providing motivation, real estate strategies, and personal development for everyday life. Also, follow Ben on Facebook and Instagram for daily interactions. Check out humble.ceo and download a chapter of Ben's new book, From Communism to Capitalism, absolutely free.